Okay, I got my medicine here, my pain medicine at Osborne Park Hospital. Had my injection, and of course I put my keys in my back pocket, but now I've lost weight, they're a bit easier to get to. And I'm going back home. Oh, hang on before I go. Never drive with these things. They're bloody dangerous. You either go barefoot or have a nice tight shoe for driving. 100%, man. They get stuck behind the pedals and or you shoot forward. I may be able to mix this footage with footage of the dash cam if anything happens that's of interest to anybody. Yeah, I shift manually. I shift this baby manually. It's the only way you can get it to rev up to power correct. That's why next year I'm changing the red one, the Carabao, to manual. Just wait. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the other WJ into a manual. I'm thinking a T6060 or something like that. TR6060. And probably make it a divorce transfer case. 80s, you know, if you drove a car at 110, you're busy. You knew you were doing it. But now, you may as well be doing 50 or 60 and doubling that, and you wouldn't know it. You got to keep looking at that speedo. I mean, this thing will do 110, 120 in a second before clicking into drive. That's roughly when it reaches peak horsepower, the HO. The red one, the modified engine, reaches peak horsepower in second gear at about 135. That's why he's moving over, to get out of the way. Alright. I think it's 80 now because of all the road works. Yeah, it's 80. But over time, it's for your own safety, you're slowing everybody down. It just makes everybody impatient when you're sitting on a 4 or 5 lane highway and you're going slow. And it just, in my opinion, over time, everybody drives slower, you're just going to get more congestion, right? This is the main highway in and out of Perth. And if you slow people down, you're just bottlenecking, right? I mean, we've got 4 lanes here, they're working on a 5th lane. 80, wow. What's that? 80, it's like 45 miles or something like that. There's a Tesla. I think there's like 3 charging places here in Perth. You wouldn't want to run out, would you? Got some crap in the back rattling. Yep, change down. These V8s love to rev. Don't know if people realise it or not, but they love revving. And they don't seem to mind it. This truck wants to go in my lane, I'll slow down for him. But I need to go over that way. I'm being naughty boy. Do a bit of speeding. No, I'm not. Honest officer, I'm not speeding. I gotta be here to get into the tunnel. Hey Jeep! I said to my son, he's got a stock 4.7, this is a stock HO. I said it'd be interesting to race each other, right? Just to see the difference between HO and a stock 4.7. So we may do that one day soon. Next time he brings the Jeep back to our house, I'll see if I can convince him to have a quick race somewhere. I don't think I haven't actually seen anybody do that on YouTube. They probably have. But I haven't actually seen an HO go against a stocker. I love driving, and I love driving these cars, these Jeeps. Shouldn't call it a car. better than a car. Even more. I've had pretty much every brand four-wheel drive in my life. I grew up in the bush. I worked in the bush. And I tell you what, for performance and comfort and off-road ability all combined into one, what did it sound like if I threw it back in the second? Here we go. Listen to that. Hope you can hear it. Yeah. The red one sounds so much better. But that's got my custom exhaust on it, which I'm going to be putting on this because the red one's going to get a twin system on it, twin 3-inch. So I'm going to put the single 3-inch off the red one onto this one. And if my son wants, he can have the exhaust system of this one and put it on his, because his is like a sewing machine. It's quiet. I hate quiet vehicles. This one's loud enough still to turn heads. You open her up and people are up the road walking, they rubbing neck. What's that? And then I go, oh, it's a four-wheel drive. Funny. Sometimes they're looking around for a sports car. Likes the open road. I don't know, I just feel at home behind the wheel, you know. My whole life I just love driving. Sometimes I wonder I should have been a truck driver or a race car driver. It's like driving is like easier than walking. Believe it or not, like most of you know, I've had a car accident. I was actually accepted into uni to study automotive engineering, but because I was sick I couldn't, and I never did start it. Always something else. So, but then if I'd done that I probably wouldn't have met my wife, and that would make me super sad. Not that I would know, but you know what I mean, like. This thing just purrs, man. Purrs like a kitten. Until you open her up and then it's like a lion. Oh, got my coffee. Sugar-free coffee. googly, 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 googly. Googly, googly, googly. Tunnel vision, pipe relining, no dig, no mess. But wouldn't the pipe get smaller? I imagine with the manual you'd be taken off in second most of the time. Most of my V8s that I've had, it's probably easier to drive away in second, unless you like racing. What time is it, man? It's like peak hour. Look at his watch dangling. That was so tight. At the end of February this year, this watch was so tight, I was contemplating having an extra link put in because it was rubbing through my skin so tight. Now I can put 2 fingers in there. Tell you what, it feels great losing weight, I tell you. But I seem to have stopped. I've got like probably I could probably lose another 5-10 kilos. Maybe not 10, but 5 kilos. But as I get more active, I hope I get more active. This procedure was a mess to start with. They put Botox, I had facet joint injections from the base of my skull to this level, and they Botoxed my neck muscles where the damaged nerves are to stop them from clamping up. And at first my neck went crazy because these muscles had been tight for 35 years. And to all of a sudden let them go, all the other muscles had to carry the burden, and I was suffering spasms and cramps in my neck. It was awful, man. So yeah, am I more handsome now that I've had Botox? Not really, eh? No. Yeah. But it's been, what, 2 months? Not quite 2 months since I've had the Botox in my neck. I had like 4 or 5 days that were brilliant, then it went nuts again. I twisted my neck too far, pinched a nerve, and the neck muscles went crazy. But this is day 3, and I picked up my medicine, and I didn't have any straight away. I'm okay. Oh, and thank you, Lord, yes. 35 years of pain, and hopefully, and guess you what, the Botox was my idea, not the doctor's, because I didn't even know it was a thing. But we were taking care of disabled kids, and some of these disabled kids had spastic, and they couldn't move their arms, just like I struggled to move my head. I still have a struggle, but I'm slowly getting more and more movement in my neck. And but sometimes I push it too far by accident, and then I hurt myself for days. But I thought, well, if that works, because my neck muscles are so tight and painful all the time, maybe that'll work for me if it works for the kids that we take care of. And then I thought about it like for ages. I tried to do research online. I couldn't find anything, and one day I just went to my specialist after I had my botched operation reversed, fixed, pulled out, all the equipment was pulled out, pump, catheters. I said, look, explained to him about the kids, and I said, would it be possible for me to have it in the neck? And he goes, yeah. I said, well, I don't know if it's a thing or not. He goes, yeah, it is a thing. mostly for people with migraines apparently, but I don't get migraines. I do when the pain is severe for a very long time. There's a Jeep Laredo Stevie 91. Life's a beach. Ah man, life's a highway. A drag strip. Like I was saying earlier, I brought this 5 years ago for $2,200. Talk about good price motoring, man. I could sell it for way more than that now. The value for these things have just gone through the roof, right? Anybody notice that? I was looking at one the other day. It was a Laredo, and they're asking like $6-7 grand for it, and it was like high in miles, and it was just dirty cloth seats, and I'm like, and they'll probably get it too. Now, these are last of the solid axle Jeep Grand Cherokees. After this, they're all independent, right? The WK. And I'm going right. I was worried I was going to get a photograph then. Cops always like to photograph you here if you're going too fast through a set of lights. I still like motorbikes though, but if I had an accident now, I'd be stupid. It's music to my ears. There you go, you XR6. You heard me, didn't ya? I love that. They hear the engine roar, and they also make their engines roar. I love it. They feel threatened. So, for my other channel, the next thing will be, we are going to like finish the house, and we're going to go visit Lynn's parents probably early next year, when the house is all done. My son's house is all renovated and stuff, and when we come back, I'm going to start on the workshop, and that'll be on the first channel. Oh, that's an ambulance. I thought it was Mr. Plod. People love braking, huh? Yeah, and I'm going to raise the roof of the workshop so I can lift the Jeep up a bit higher on the hoist. And I may put the entrance somewhere else so I don't have to drive in on an angle. And then the cutting and chopping will start on the red one. This is just going to stay the daily. The red one, yeah, there'll be a while before that's back. I've got a lot of work to do to that to make it the way I want it. I'll do a tank tuck. I'm going to weld up front and rear bars for it. Intake manifold. I'm not going to say too much about the engine because I want it to be a surprise. I've got a spare HO engine that I'm going to have machined. I would like to be able to safely rev it out to 7,000 at least. I'm going to have scat rods or similar, and forged pistons. I'm going to try and see if anyone can put bigger valves, intake valves in it, if there's room. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that yet. But I'd like to put, even if they're just a little bit bigger, it'll all help. I'm going to make my own intake manifold, my own set of headers, and you're going to be there for the whole lot. They'll be on the other channel. And of course the manual conversion, that'll be wild, man. I hate automatics. That's why I never drive this as one. Just the change, the slug change, you know, it's just shocking. I saw that they're like gonna make a Toyota full drive like utility thing for like 10 grand. It looked flimsy, but it'd be great for the workers, wouldn't it? Because they're just spending so much money making them fancy and nice and with touch screens and all that stuff. They just become unreachable for people, you know? There we go, it's green, mate, you can go. And a truck pulls out in front of us. That'll be right. Woo! Over here, baby. Yeah. No one in front of me at the lights. I love it. Whoop whoop. What was the last car I raced? It was a Skyline, that's right. Oh, that thing blew black smoke. He was running so rich. I didn't beat him, but he didn't beat me. I sort of just kept up with him on the highway. That was pretty amazing, that. But because of the smoke, he was running like shit. So, you know, yeah. But still, I thought it was a pretty good effort. Here we go, it's green. And I'm already speeding, damn it. And I'm 100 meters ahead of everyone else. Gotta be good, gotta be good, gotta be good. There's no law against getting through the speed limit fast, is there? And I always go to a little bit under. I always go a little bit under the speed limit. Any of you guys, say in the comments, any of you guys really love driving? I mean, I'm enjoying this, right? Like, when I'm in a lot of pain, I still want to drive because it's just such a pleasure. And then when you build a car yourself and you're driving that and you know that engine is purring because you've worked on it and you've built it, oh, the satisfaction is like smile from ear to ear, man. Yeah, we're about to go into the highway again. Hopefully the truck will go into the slow lane. Nothing more annoying people driving slow in the fast lane, man. I've done this trip so many times I can basically do it with my eyes closed, I think. I'll probably go yellow before I get to it. Don't usually stay green long. I'm gonna make it. Yep. Come on, go! Bloody hell! Move! Wow, now other people can't get through. Yeah, the truck was going to overtake another truck, and now they're going to like try and drag race each other and slow everyone down behind them, eh? Another truck pulling into the fast lane. The post van is too slow for him. I think these trucks are racing, I think. WA Sand Supply and Haulage. And he's got an Australian and Turkish flag painted on it. See, two trucks side by side. Green light, but I want to make sure there's no cameras. He's trying to race me! He must be empty, man. He's only moving for a truck. Tell you what, empty trucks. Oh, the camera stopped. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across a truck going in that quick. Lights flashing yet? No? Okay, we've got a green light coming through. I like those pre-warning lights when they start flashing, warning you that it's about to go yellow. I like that. Bloody hell, is busy. I better pull over too, or I'm going to run out of room, I guess. Oh, maybe people are going on holidays because school holidays started today. It's quite possible. That's why the roads are so busy. Yeah, that makes sense. That really makes sense, that does. Don't drive like me, people. Do it safely. Come on, move, 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 move. Oh, so slow. Too slow, folk. Yeah, baby. I don't know why people drive slow. Save money on fuel, maybe? I don't know. It's boring. Oh, need fuel. Or baffles in the tank. I mean, this vehicle, like, amazing. It's a full four-wheel drive, and it blows most cars out of off the road. And you can go on holidays and go off-road in it. And it's comfortable as it gets, man. It's the most comfortable vehicle I've ever owned. And it handles so well. Like, I've had no other four-wheel drive that compares to this. I really haven't had another one that compares to this. That, like, oh, it's pretty, I don't know which one to choose, the Jeep or, you know, whatever it was. The Ford, the Nissan, the Range Rover, the Land Rover. None of them come close. Anyway, thanks for tagging along. I gotta upgrade some of my bushes. That should be right for now. Alright, the control arms, I need some bushes. Home sweet home, Alabama. Hey?